Huh. Hello, fine folks, and welcome to Pokey Plays. Tonight, we are not playing, we are making another top 10. It's a top 10 theme heavy games. It's games that where theme is important and where theme um, is where the game makes you feel or the theme makes a lot of sense and the things that you do in the game make sense thematic wise. Hey V, hey Marcus, welcome Marcus. um been a while. Hope you're fine. So uh so 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 the I'm not alone. I'm going to be with Mr. The Radu tonight. Welcome, Mr. The Radu.
Yeah. Hi. Am I?
Let's see if it's okay now.
Is it?
Is it okay now? I don't know. I did an update at some point. And is it okay now? I did an update that I think it needs to update something and because of that, or I need to update something. Very good now. Yeah, I don't know why I need to restart OBS for it to be okay. Uh, is it now?
Are we on?
Are you on? Are we good? Of you? The sound is not good. How is the sound? Which sound?
Is it me?
My sound is not good. Can you hear me fine? Can you hear me fine? Is my sound not all right? You reload it. First to understand. V
Okay.
says that everything is fine.
The guys in the chat says that it's all right.
So you can hear me now? Fine. I don't know what happened. I think I'm going to revert. Is okay. I think I'm going to revert the update that I did. Something happened because every time since I did that update, every time I need to restart the OBS, every start anytime. That's all. Either they do an update to the OBS or I need to do a revert to that thing.
Updates are sabotaging us.
Yes. So, welcome, Mr. Radu. You are on now. Hello to anyone who are joining us tonight. We are doing top 10 theme heavy games. They're not necessarily heavy games, but they are theme heavy games. D says long time to no see, Mr. Radu. He's been
I've
in
been
the closet.
hiding in the closet.
Okay. If we're fine right now, I think we can start it. So, I think we both agree on the fact that it's theme heavy. So it's there games with theme. This should have been an easy one for you, Mr. Radu.
We shall see. You will find a way to diminish my picks. But everyone who has followed us for any length of time should be familiar with my choices.
Yeah. V says you got another closet. There is no camera. Yeah. He sits there only with his phone.
Yeah.
Nobody can see
Wallowing in
him.
my self-pity.
Okay, so
Let's
what do you want to be first and I'll be second, or do you want me to be first and you're going to be second?
I think I will be first, so you'll have the last word.
I have the last word. Okay, if you say so. Let's start the TVs.
Yeah.
And they're on. And I would say let's start having some fun. So if you're first, by all means, you can start. What
I'm
is your number 10?
starting strong.
Okay.
So I it's no surprise that medieval themes are a big interest of mine, and
Work.
everything related to that. Worker placement? No, this is actually a war game.
Oh.
Okay, so and this has not been on my list because somehow it did not fit on any of them. But this, I think, it's medieval in a box. It has everything, from kings, queens, bishops, popes, marriages. You know where I'm
Oh,
going with this?
it's five.
It's five. Now this
Oh.
has been this is a game from the 80s. So the fact that we are still talking about this game, and on that, we have a newer version that I so want to
To play.
try out, is England, who has
Ah,
the
okay.
same. What it's not
It's the same
England, it's
game.
with France, but it's the same game.
It's the same
You
game.
just you play the UK basically, and right, you just basically
What?
try to outmaneuver your opponents by positioning your family members in the highest seats. Marrying the biggest or the richest, noble in town and all that. Um, Taxes, combat, moving pieces around. It has a fancy edition with miniatures. I don't have that, but it looks amazing.
I have. I
Um,
have that.
you have that. Okay. Good for you. But this is certainly an investment in
Yeah.
learning,
Yeah.
in time, and it's certainly not a game for everyone. But once it feels that they've tried to condense that period of time in your playtime, right?
Yep.
So it's
Yep.
pretty open to. It's a heavy negotiation game, and with a kind of a backstabbiness to it, but it's an area control in the end. You're trying to conquer these territories by having
Uh, you have those cards that, yeah, you
right.
forces you into
So
marriages
the
and
event deck that could it's unpredictable in a way, right? With the plagues, with the famine, and it adds to that flavor, right? You don't know when things are going to go south, and you have no control over it, and other people might play things that could assassinate some of
yeah.
your characters. So I think this is a world to discover. This is a title that is screaming at me to get it on the table. The problem is, like I said before, finding people who
You
are
need to play it
willing
at
to
yeah.
commit to it.
It's a 3 or 4 player game.
It
The more the
is. It
merrier.
is. And I do recommend seeing the well made video that Shut Up and Sit Down has made for this. It's quite entertaining.
It's a pretty long
But
game. Yeah, it's a longer
it
game. It's on the longer side. Yeah.
but I think it has more and there's a lot to discover. But
But
do
yeah,
be cautious to know what you're getting yourself into.
it's a pretty heavy game because of the rules. It's rules heavy, and that's what makes it practically very long. Plus the battles, plus the yeah.
Yes,
Um,
but if you're willing to immerse yourself, I think, yeah, this is some. You know, why have any other game? This is the medieval in a box. I would recommend.
yeah.
So,
Yup, that's a good
my number
start.
10 pick. I think,
It was not worker placement.
it was. It was not. See,
But
I'm growing.
you have time to redeem yourself. My number 10 is a Euro game, which
No
is
surprise there.
so I probably mine is going to be more towards the Euro games rather is going to be more towards these kinds of games.
Ooh.
My number 10 is a Euro game, which is it's a heavier one, but it's really really good. It plays well with more, but it also has two player maps. Everything that you do makes absolute sense, and the game is called a barrage. This is one of the most thematic Euro games you can play. What do you do in this game? You try to capture water to produce energy with the water that you get, and that energy will score you points. Uh, and Radus Games is gonna have amazing artwork through that. So what you're trying, yeah, and what's cool about it is this fact that all you're trying to do is to make as much energy as you can, and the way you do it is you build power plants and you build dams and you try to get in the way of your opponents, and your opponents are going to try to get a bit in your way because they're going to try to keep that water which was coming to you. You will build conduits and turbines, that those turbines will help you produce energy. So everything that you do makes absolute sense. And although it is rules heavy, it's not a rules light game. Everything that you do makes so much sense that after you played it a few times, everything will become second nature. It is. I want to see the game, not people. Yeah, no, 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 no. Give me the game. Yeah, I think this is a pro. This is the prototype of it. Yeah, these are prototype pieces. Um, because the final version will look a tiny bit different. I don't know why you get. Oh, okay, this is how the final version looks like. So, you have some neutral dams. These are neutral dams. These are dams. These are players' power plants. Those power plants will convert energy, and that energy you're going to place there. You can take contracts. It's a worker placement game. Worker placement. And here you score your energy. It's I think out of the games that came out of Italy in the last years, 10 years, it's one of the most thematic ones, and it's fun to play. It, like I said, it makes sense, and I like this one where you're going to build something. I don't know. You build a dam, you'll build a power plant, so you're going to place concrete. You're going to place concrete mixers. You're gonna place, I forgot what out of it, and then they're gonna stay there for a number of rounds, and then the end of those rounds, you're gonna build that thing that you are wanting to build. So you don't build it immediately. Everything takes time. So yeah, it's a very fun game that I would recommend trying. Although it's a heavier one, I think. With the right teaching, it can be easily absorbed by more players than this game is addressed to. Than the type of player that the more types of players than the type of player that this game is addressed to. So my number 9 is going to be my number. Sorry, 10 is going to be Barrage.
Yeah, I think we have a totally different definition of what thematic board games are.
No, we do
And
not.
yeah, well,
Uh, uh,
yeah,
no, we do not. I want to
okay.
play a Euro game that makes me feel like an engineer, which creates all these things, and this one makes me feel like that.
Right. The only thing is that your game usually revolve around systems, and they make you think in a certain way where efficiency is king. So I went the other way, where the experience is always better than mechanisms. So
Yeah, here the
you have been warned.
the experience here is awesome playing Barrage. I always have a great experience in playing it.
Right, but yeah, I okay, okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's move on.
My
So it
number 9.
okay. What is your number 9?
Okay, this is an IP based that has to do with a very overutilized
Game of Thrones,
world. It has an app
Lord of the Rings.
that allows you, makes your life easier, keeps your bookkeeping, so you can just have fun at it. Plus, it has a lot of sound effects. It even here and there you have the narrator. Just you don't even have to read. It just tells you. So it's a cooperative one, and this is Mansions of Madness.
Oh, never played it.
I know it's not for you, but
No, no. I would want to play it. I just don't. Because I
you're trying to defeat the game basically.
yeah,
Things just
like
happen
what
to
it.
you randomly. Ooh, let's see what behind door number yellow, and you open and it's a big fat monster. You're all alone. Okay. You have just died. Roll some dice. You're not even high enough on that skill to defeat that monster. So yeah, it's more of a joint effort to see where should we go next. This has that Cthulhu mythos, which board gamers or Americans love.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, there's another. The it just the game breathes that theme. So you can pick your H.P. Lovecraft from here. Like either it's Eldritch Horror, Arkham Horror, whatever, name it. So yeah, I think if you want a thematic game in this world that is a bit horror, this is and it's a lot of expansion. So
Oh
I
yeah.
think this is a game for a lifetime.
I
You won't
I
even
think
pay
this the
attention.
second edition came out. I think around 10 years ago, but this is one that I have never bought because it felt like a uh, like an expansion deep hole. Uh, you just
Yeah,
you enter that. I did that
right.
a tiny bit with Descent, and then I said I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, but I would choose
So
this over the Zen. That's yeah,
uh,
cool minis. And
lots of minis. Yes, lots of
if you
minis.
like story-based narrative uh, driven games, this is right up your alley.
Yeah. So this way I would want to play. I would try to play it just for the fun of it. Um, let's go to my number 9. My number 9 is that was your number 9, right? I am stupid. I should have.
You should
Sorry.
have gone first, right? I
No,
was
no,
so
no.
eager to start, or
Yeah,
what?
no, no. Now it's still number 9, but
Still
it's
number 9.
10 was
Okay.
left there. Still number 9. My number 9 is we've played it on stream, and I don't remember if we did. I think we did the stream in English. It was one of the first streams that we ever did in the English language, and it's I call it the most Ameritrash Vital Lacerda, the most Ameritrash Lacerda. The
What?
game is called Escape Plan. Yes.
Okay.
This is the most fun if you want. This is the game that is the closest one to an Ameritrash game made by Vital Lacerda. It's a game where you have to move from space to space. So it's a game where we all have made a heist. and we have hidden the money. We have to get back our money, and then uh, after I did that, after we did that, we need to find the exit and run away before those exit spots closes. There are three exits, I think, in the game, and moment by moment, we will discover which one is the real one. If I remember correctly, there's only one good exit, and we try to make we try to get out with making the most money. And I think it's a lot of fun. The first time I've played it, avoid, oh yeah, you have the cups, and people will send cups towards you. All other players are going to send cups towards you. um, the first time I've played it, being used to the serious Lacerdas, with the ones that will kill your brain and things like, well, not, I don't say it kills my brain, but it makes my brain work. This one was, it's a bit more fiddly, a tiny bit more Ameritrash, like I said, and I was, why am I, what? And then I left it a few years, and I played it all a few years later, and um, yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it. It's a yeah, it's a very good entry point into. There are two games which I call the entry points into the Lacerda universe. This is the one, but it's not the most representative for him. I still think the Gallerist is the one representative for the majority of his games. The Gallerist, yeah, but this one is a lot of fun. You don't get me wrong, you're still playing a Euro game where you'll have to think of your actions, but everything makes so much sense that you can have fun playing it. Dude, you have a microphone. You can you can speak. Your microphone is muted. I see.
I know.
So, yeah. So this is, I think it's a lot of fun for a Euro game. It's one of the most theme heavy ones. So that was my number 9.
Yeah.
Escape plan.
Even this one
Yeah.
is too heavy for me.
No, but no, I think you were quite good at
I
it.
need to have several plays for this to click with me. I need to understand the game to its fullest to appreciate it. All right,
All right, but I
you're
think you've
done
played a lot
with
of a lot more heavy since then.
top
So I
10
think
Euro games. Uh,
it's not top 10. They're theme heavy, man. Let's go to
yeah.
number 8. Your number 8.
So my number 8 is my one against many of choice, and I this is a tough sell. I always tell that this is a 5-player game only. One is doing the hiding, and the other 4 are trying to,
That is tied to
you
the
know,
Nef.
yes.
Which one? Third, fourth?
I still think about this game whenever someone mentions board games to me. Okay, which one would you want to play right now? This one, right? Unfortunately, yeah, you could play with 2, but the other one will just have to work with 4 hunters. So this has gotten a lot of it. It reanimated in digital form because of its speedy resolve, because
Yeah.
things are moving in maybe 3 times as fast, because all the upkeep is being done by the app. But um, obviously, on if you're playing it with other people, will take longer. Usually the
It
talking adds half of the game. So
yeah. I don't
so
have the WizKids version. I have the old.
well, it had 4 editions. 2 of them are pretty much a reprint. Uh, Again, this is an older title, and the fact that it's passed from publisher to publisher with some um,
I have the
you know,
Fantasy Flight one and the WizKids one. I think it has painted minis. I think that's
yeah,
the only difference. The third and fourth editions are the same game.
yeah. So I mean, this is a rules heavy game. It has two of them, with the more in depth rules. You could not play with some rules in the first game just to make it, but yeah, I theme is there.
Radu can play Dracula. Usually, if we're playing this one, I'm the bad one. I am the evil one.
Yeah,
This is how things usually go. But yeah, this one
there are
we should
other
play it at some
titles
point.
that have the same idea behind it, like Letters to Whitechapel, or
I
even
like that one.
Quest for the Ring, which we both love, because it has that Lord of the Rings lore on it, which works. It's not just a pasted on theme. You can actually feel. But yeah, I'll talk about this later, I guess. I don't know, mentioning it. So yeah, I'm pretty sorrowed that this game doesn't get a whole lot of table presence. It's not played
I don't
live
think it's not
anymore.
played. We
But
we could play it
who
at some point.
enjoy this really love it, and I've actually looked at a lot of tournaments that happen on YouTube, and the people there seem to have found a very interesting flow, or it, it's a lot of strategy to it. So
Yeah, because
yeah,
you also have fighting. You don't just find him there. You can fight him there, but he can fight you back.
and it's not really a good idea to find Dracula in your first week and say, "Oh, I found him, but I have nothing to fight him with." So
Exactly.
okay,
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to my number 8, which is uh well, I don't know if Radu, if you ever played this game. This is one of the meanest games on my list. It's a uber competitive game. Granted, it had a deluxeified reprint made by Lucky Duck. The initial game was made by Splotter, and it's a game where we all compete to be
food
to ha-
chain man.
to make the biggest chains of restaurants. The game is Food Chain Magnate. This is one evil game. You
Does this have player elimination?
This has player elimination. You
Oh man,
can you
I
can
would be out in the first round. Okay, see
you
you guys later.
yes, something like that. You can go. Yeah, this is. I'm trying to find the. So, I hate. Come on, man! It should be a photograph with the game somewhere. Yeah, let's have this one. Granted, it doesn't look great, but the game itself is awesome. It's very good. Uh, it is it's also it's hard, not easy to play. It's light in my computer. For its weight, it's rules light. You have 2 pages of rules, granted in a smaller font, but 2 pages of rules. But what you can do in this game and how you can undercut, it's exactly like in business. And how you start, how you make your next move, how you make your third move. Uh, don't make a very bad move. Don't make a bad move in the beginning, or you're going to be dead.
It's not for me then.
Uh,
Usually, I take the worst
I
decisions
have not
in these
played.
types of
I
games.
have not played with the catch-up mechanism. I have, and so yeah. I don't have a copy of that, so it's impossible for me to talk about that to see if the catch-up mechanism, because this is everybody wanted that they do an expansion with a catch-up mechanism, and then they made an expansion which is called the catch-up mechanism, which adds catch-up.
Uh,
They could. I don't think they added any catch-up mechanism, to be honest with you, but I have not played it with that one. And there is some truth there. You need to play with people of the same level of experience, or if you're playing with someone new, you have to help him and tell him, don't do that, and need to help him to start well, because otherwise you'll see everyone else making money, and you look at yourself going bankrupt, going in debt, going home. It's
okay.
it's mean, it's evil, but
So the theme
but
comes
the
from your decisions you make in the game.
the theme is, yes, how we can undercut. How do you think your strategy moment by moment, so you can okay, so I can advertise things, how it's the cars that I take that allow me to maybe do something better than you, so I can undercut you. Uh, the game makes, in a way, what you do makes sense thematically, because you just
Please tell me that that's not paper money.
yes, it's who's playing nobody's playing with paper money. But yet,
Monopoly, anyone?
yes,
Is
exact.
that a thematic game?
But I think it is a dig at Monopoly in a way. But yeah, it's the game is mean. The game is, it wants you dead. You know, it wants
Okay.
you, but all other players. But it's thematic. It makes sense what you're doing. So my number 8 was Food Chain Magnate, and which works well as a two-player game also. And it's kind of rare for their games to be good at two. Usually they don't work well. Number 7, right? You go to number 7.
Number 7. And this was with the full intention, pun, and whatever you wanted. So this is the one of the newer editions. We
Okay.
have played this on this channel, and it's from Mind Clash. And
Oh,
it's one that I was
is
intrigued by it from the moment I
yes.
saw it. The things I read about it was instantly wanted to know more, and once we played it, just cemented the idea that this, yeah, I would, even though it
So,
has that.
so my friend, you have chosen a Euro game which is theme heavy, haven't you?
First one. Okay, so on
Haven't
number
you?
7, I really enjoy this theme. I think witches and the theme is used in other games, but this made it their own. You really, everything you do by going to get the ingredients, brewing potions, curing people, and you're turning yourself into animals with the witch hunter right up your trail, and there's a council. You want to be subtle about it, but not so subtle. So you have to tread lightly. I mean, all those powers are amazing. You have just, if you know your characters, the cards you choose, and the idea that you can talk. There's a bit of negotiation,
It can be a bit of
trying
no,
to
if you
talk
want to, yeah.
to link with other players to play the same cards to have a better
Outcome.
combo.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I really loved it. I like this game fair amount, and I one that I think fondly of whenever. And yeah, this is a heavier one, a Euro one, but I think the theme
This is not
just
heavy. This is a
pours out of it.
mid-weight. Mid-heavy. Mid.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's heavy. It's a midweight toward mid 3.2, 3.3 there, 3.5 at maximum. It's not heavy.
Okay. I exaggerated there,
Yeah,
but
I exaggerated there. Yeah. So sorry, finish your thought. Your thought.
right. The end.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was an excellent title.
So props up from me. I really like this one. This is on my extended list. I thoroughly enjoyed. So yeah. My number seven is a game that I don't know if you've ever played. I don't know if anyone. It's an older title. I think came out in 2014. Uh,
That's old.
and it also has a theme like a weirder theme like Septima has. It's a game of where you are trying to do alchemy.
You just
Uh,
gave up the name, right?
and you find different things in the forest, and then you place them in a bowl and you see what comes out of it, and you need to find the perfect formulas. The name of the game is called Alchemists. uh
Yeah. The cover does a lot of the heavy lifting. I think
it does, doesn't it?
it's so funny. The one just jumping out of the window. I
So
mean, yeah,
we are
it's a
this
perfect
dude.
cover.
No, it's not backdraw. No backdraw. So it's
He was probably thinking of Quacks of
of Quacks of
Quedlinburg.
Quedlinburg. Yeah. Nope. No, that's too abstracted in my opinion compared to this one.
Yeah, that's
So this one, this is who we are. These are some poor bastards who are trying we are trying our portions on them, and they either
yeah.
go mad or they go they're more happy, or something happens, and our experiments give us data, and the data that we get allows us to see what elements came out of our experiments, because we need to find the symbols for certain this is what's the it's a deduction game at its heart. It's a worker placement deduction game. This is what Alchemists is. In its base, it's a game which I haven't played it in a while, so this is our so we have, like I said, you can place a crab and a feather in your cauldron, and something will come out. And this it has an app which will tell you there can be played with another player, which you can ask him what this and this happened. And it will tell you what sign it has. It's a plus red, it is a plus blue, it is a minus red, it is a minus green, it is a minus blue. It will tell you what formula it has, and then by doing deduction you try to find what is the, as you can see, what's the formula for every symbol, practically. Because if this plus this does equals plus, and this plus this equals, I don't know, minus, then you'll kind of see what formula is for every one of the ingredients, which are down here. I it's, I mean, the deduction part is the most fun part of it. But it's a funny game. It has a lot of humor built into it, and you can play with that. Otherwise, it's a pretty vanilla worker placement game, more or less. And the expansion makes it. If you find the normal game heavy, then the expansion is going to be. It's going to make your brain explode. In expansion, you're gonna have a golem. You can make that golem alive with all the experiments. It's even more complex then. But I highly recommend trying, if you can get the chance, playing this version, which is, yeah, the Alchemists. This was my number, and one of the best covers, which I have forgotten. I don't think I mentioned it in the top 10 covers. I've forgotten about it. But look at the cat looking at look at this one in the cauldron taking a having a hand out and this one running away. Yep. My number 7 is Alchemists. Your number 6, my friend.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this.
Let's see. If you're gonna say King of I'm gonna hit you to the screen over the internet.
Nope, you can't.
Okay,
I'm too far away.
so
I just yeah, but this is. I mean, I don't. You will disqualify this one. Um, this is a game that has theme, but it's not a. It is popular for sure, and it was misleading when it came out, and it's really mean and backstabby.
this is the Game
You
of
really need
Thrones.
to be you could to know the world he was is trying to emulate, and this is Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I was expecting for you to have.
You were expecting this to be.
Yeah, yes,
I mean
yes.
these.
You like
It's
these.
not the theme is what you feel more than what it presents. It's just a map, and now how do you dominate that map? That's the the satisfying part. Where do you help others, and how do you communicate with others to go and attack another player? Usually the one that's done does well, everyone gangs up on him and trying to get trying to steal his castles or his progress in a way. So really, you have to anticipate what other players are trying to do to you. So alliances are very important, and you must not take it too hard, because this is a long game. You need to be invested to make it to
Yeah.
the end. So every round is important, every decision is important, every fight is important. If you lose a battle, it feels like a real,
Real
backtrack.
setback.
You're sent way back, and this has a certain player elimination to it, but it's hard to come back after a bad um,
Oh,
combat.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Nope.
yeah, I know it's not for you, but man, I do
Nope.
enjoy taking decisions, and those. Where do I place those discs, and what orders? This is not a war game, isn't it? I have two
It
of
is a
them.
war game. It is a war game. This one through
Okay,
and through.
so apparently I'm moving from board gaming to war gaming without even knowing it. Now I just realized who I am. So yeah, I'm always thinking about this game. Again, this is hard to get to the table. This is as many as you can put. Uh, and it's everyone needs to be at the same page, because if there are new people on you, they will just not
Yeah.
know how to read the room, and this is a game you need to analyze the board state constantly. Which are your weaknesses and your strongs, and you
Your
need
strengths.
to
Yeah.
take the decisions accordingly. And it's every decision counts for
Yeah.
7 hours.
Yeah. Exactly. This is
Backstabbing, 7 hours.
No, thank
A
you.
lot of negotiation, and yeah,
I
I can't wait for this one.
I prefer.
Plan
I
once
prefer.
a year.
I prefer a structure of TI than the structure of TI than this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy
Yes.
this one better.
Yeah.
Go with your Eclipse, go with your TIs, whatever.
Okay. Let's go to my number 6. My number six is I won't speak a lot about it, but I just could not have it here. I mean, it's the Euro game where theme just drips all over. It's fun. We've played it a bunch on the channel. I
Is it a train game?
uh,
We've played a bunch of train games. So
no,
thematic.
I think is the most. This is the game we played most on stream. I think we played it 3 times. 3 times the same game on stream, which doesn't have a different map, which practically makes it a different game. It has the same map, and the game is Village. Uh, so yeah, we love this game. It's fun. I won't dwell on it too
No.
much because we've talked a lot about this one, but this is one of the best thematic Euro games out there. Things that you do make sense. It creates a certain feeling when you play it. It creates a sensation, a sense of a story, which creates you have a depth. You don't only have a sense of progression, you also have that depth of progression. You create a whole story with the members of your family that live, work, and die, and at the end you'll score the most points, of course, but uh, you do it in a warm, fuzzy in a warm, fuzzy atmosphere.
Yeah.
So yeah, my number
Another worker
six.
placement game.
Another worker placement. V, you are right if you're still with us.
Yeah, but
So that was number six. Let's
I
go to
didn't put this on my list because I somehow knew you'd have it.
uh
And we've talked about it so much that it
yes. I think we're the
you know,
champions. There's no other channel with champions this game as much as we do.
yeah.
Awakened Realms by the AP from Lookout.
Really? I'm scared.
Oh no, don't buy the
uh,
AP from because you're gonna do who knows what you're gonna do. Let's go to number five.
Number 5. Now let's get serious for a minute. And this has more to do with a conversation than rather a game itself. So, you know, heavy theme. This is the my mind went here. Heavy themed games, not particular one title, but the ones that and this is games today are playing it safe. Taking risks was in the 2010s,
Is
no,
it
or
Abomination?
below. What?
Abomination?
No, 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 no.
No.
I'm thinking about themes that talk about serious subjects like endeavor, like
Oh,
freedom, like
okay. And what's the
those
game?
types of themes that create a conversation beyond the game.
Yep. Cool.
Like the fun you would have with murder in Bloody Inn. So we would have these types of games that you don't usually see very often, and they are really striking, right?
Yep.
Um, and they do acknowledge that the theme is there, and they do know, and
What's
they
the
do not
game,
try
dude?
to hide history behind a carpet and say, "Oh, it never happened." Like the version of Puerto Rico in space, just basically,
Now it's
whitewashing it.
okay. What's the game?
So
You've made a
yeah,
long
there's
introduction.
no game. Okay, I've talked about 3 of these.
Yeah, pick one.
So pick
Which
one,
is
the
the game?
Bloody Inn. Come
The
on, the
Bloody Inn.
Bloody Inn. I'm
Okay.
picking the Bloody Inn, and the theme there that you're trying to
Okay.
be
I'm gonna put freedom then.
put freedom. No, that has even at least
Let's
it's cooperative.
yeah, it's a
No one
cooperative game.
is no one is responsible for slavery.
Yes,
which
exactly.
Endeavor has a slight take on that. You could
Yeah.
be involved with slavery, but you would be punished for it if it's abolished. So yeah, I think
Yeah, but freedom,
those
I think freedom does this is a co-op game where we are all trying to slave to free as many slaves as you
yeah,
can. Some will die over the course of the game because it's a I think it does a very good simulation of reality.
yeah, it
Um
forces you
to make
to
conscious,
empathize
yeah,
with
and
that,
make
and
conscious decisions. Okay, I cannot
exactly
save all of them, but I can save some of them. I can send them because they come from the south and they you need to move them all the way to the north in Canada to make to help them be free.
right.
And you have a lot, it's an interesting co-op. Yeah, it's one of the and yes, these the game is very thematic, and you could have strike a conversation, and if you try to level your head and think, oh yeah, this is what it is, it can be a teaching tool.
Yeah,
So yeah, this is what it was, and we should not ever go back to that. But if we don't know our history, it's going to repeat itself.
definitely. So the more you know, and yeah,
Yep.
you cannot play this as a straight up game without it getting to you, right? These types of themes strike a nerve, and some to more than others. So you really need to be,
And all in all, it's
yeah,
a good game. I mean, it has a good system built. I mean, it's not just the theme. It's a game that asks for decisions. It's a puzzle in itself which you need to solve.
right.
Um.
And
So,
yeah, so games can be more than just entertainment. Yeah,
yep.
this can be more than that.
My number five, I think, is a game that might be on your list. Um. It.
I doubt it.
It's a. It's a one against many, and I'm usually the one. Uh, I am.
Really?
This is what that captured my surname at some
Okay.
point, which is
Quest for the ring or quest
Sauron.
for Middle Earth.
It's called Middle Earth Quest.
Yeah.
So we've played this one on on stream in English while ago. The
We were not worthy. We
we
failed.
uh, and yeah, I kill them. It's a fun game. I love its combat system. It's not dice, and it's also a mind game. The way the combat works. Um, we should play it again at some point because now the definition of the cameras are different, and we can show it even better. For show it, yeah, yeah, as it is. I think it's the designers. I think it's Cory Korniecka, if I remember correctly, and yeah, Christian Pedersen. I it's the guys that, I mean, Christian Pedersen did the TI, the Twilight Imperium. I think it's a very cool design which works so well, and it's a lot of fun to play it. It's an older title. It came out in 2008, 2009, but the design holds up. It's not a dusted design. It's cool. It works well. It's fun. It makes for an entertainment. I think it also made for an entertaining watch. All in all.
Right. It's one that you just don't know what's behind the curtain, or what's in that cave, what's in that battle that you're gonna have.
Yeah.
It's and you can see all the
Sorry.
appreciation for the source material. It's pretty faithful, and
Yeah,
yeah,
I have nothing with the Lord of the Rings. I have
I'm a
I'm not
big
seen the
fan. So
movies.
I
I
felt
think I've seen the
the
first one a long time ago, and I also forgot it.
yeah,
So yeah,
this is one you feel
but the game
if you
itself,
know the
it's. I mean, you get immersed. I get immersed in being Sauron and being evil and trying to put booby traps for you, or for all of you, and make you step in those booby traps and trying to fight you
right.
with me monsters. Let's go to number 4, right? What's your number 4?
My number four is another obscure one. It's the intention of board game publishers to try to emulate video games in a board game format. And the one that does it, the in my humble opinion, does it best is Adrenaline, where it's a first person shooter. If I kind of in my beginnings I was a video gamer and then discovered board games, and I always liked those types of games where you just point and shoot.
Yeah.
So when I played this one, it's really close to what you do in that with, and you're just going on a board with the line of sight. You're picking your ingredients in a Euro game fashion, and you try to load your weapon, try to get weapons, and you know shoot your opponents. This is not does this consecrate as a theme? Do you think it's theme?
No, but I think it's a. But
I think it's more about they've tried to emulate that, and
yeah,
they've
yeah, they did.
succeeded
But it's also a resource management game at its heart, because you get it. It also, it's good to get shot.
yeah. So yeah, I do. Whenever I play this, it has a nostalgic value to it that I don't get with other games. So I think this makes it apart from your usual theme. I don't know if you will grant me this,
Yeah, 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 I'll give it to you. It's good.
but it's different enough that warrants.
This is a
A mention.
CGE title. In my opinion, this is a Euro game with a lot of theme. It has a lot of
Yeah,
resource management. It has a lot of resource
the
conversion.
the fun comes from firing your weapon and doing the
Yeah,
most
but
damage and being the first one to.
you have to have strategy to win it. It's not just go there and shoot everyone.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. you know,
Okay.
you end up with no ammo in the worst possible time, and you just have to go
Yeah, that's
around
you.
picking up stuff. Ah, you get shot. Anyway, it's I find it a blast playing it, and it's more of a and going towards the entertainment of the video
Yeah, cool.
games.
I'll give it this one. My number 4 is a game I won't dwell too much on. It's a game that you saw us playing last night. The game is called Claustrophobia. This one or the other one. 2-player Euro game, where, I mean, it's a dice placement game, and then hit those dice and hit each other. And you saw how much fun me and D had playing this one. I think they're also entertaining to watch. Um, Not only play, I think these are some of the most entertaining ones to watch. So we're gonna do as many scenarios as we can, bridging some gaps, adding as many episodes as we can, as many scenarios as we can, because yeah, that quest of getting to 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, this is a fun game. Highly recommended. I don't think you're going to find this version, or if you, I think you can find it. I don't know if it's easier to find the re-implementation of it, which is Claustrophobia 1643. For some reason, I find myself liking a little bit the older version, although the newer version is a tiny bit um, more balanced, and it has minis for absolutely everything. Uh, this is the banana for a reference. I don't know exactly why, but yeah, you this one, the newer one does not have painted minis. The older one have painted minis. So you think so? It's a two-player game only, but I think it's a great two-player game, and I think it oozes theme. A lot of things that you do in the game is thematic. Uh
Someone's checking prices.
Brand new goes. Which one? 1643 or the old one? Okay, let's talk to Monolith to bring the newer one to more readily available very first.
Hmm.
Yeah, because the newer one is so expensive. That's why the first one is so expensive. It was around, I don't know. It even new back then. It was around $60, I think, something like that. Around 60. Yeah, around 60 it was. Let's go to number 3. Right, Radu?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the good ones. Let's.
Yeah. I mean,
What is your number 3?
oh, I just, I can't make up my mind between 3 and 2. But doesn't really matter. It's still the big three.
So okay, this is the worst one.
Yeah. Okay. The my number 3 is, again, you need to be familiar with the source material, and I think it's even more enjoyable once you know it. I
Okay.
think if you would be, enamored with Lord of the Rings, having read the books, seeing the movies, you would enjoy Quest for Middle of Quest even more by knowing the characters, knowing what the storyline
Okay.
was. This is Dune Imperium. The movies made this, elevate
Which one?
this game to the next
Uprising?
level.
Uprising?
I haven't played Uprising, but it adds
Bloodlines?
your worms and all, more stuff to it. I did the base
The
one,
base one? Okay.
the base one. So
Believe it
I
or
think
not,
knowing the characters, yeah.
this was localized in Romania. So
And did you
and
get a copy?
no, I did not get a copy. So okay,
I highly recommend you play this one. It's very interactive. You know
tell me.
there are
I'm gonna try to
some
get one.
cards.
So
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna try to get one just for you.
Intrigue cards are not to be overstated. Those are game changing. One, yeah, I think. Anyway, knowing, like I said, because of the IP, this game has a life of its own. If you
Okay.
strip that away, it's just deck building with worker placement.
Okay.
All right. So because you're doing these things, your ability of your house, the neat combat that you try to see how many words do you send to battle and all that. It's a really hard decision to make, and you could be just a one away from winning the battle, and you're so frustrated that you did not go all in when you really wanted to, and someone just plays an intrigue card that lets him do an insane move that you were not expecting, and it's in in theme with what the source material is. So I cannot. I if you love
IP.
the IP, I will make the game so much better. Unless you're a neuro gamer and you play the game for its mechanics, like the big orange guy there, you will not care about the theme of this game. We'll just try to min mass, make the best decision, more efficient way of winning.
Yes.
But I play with heart and with my characters in mind. So
This is a way of Radu trying to say trying to hide his inefficiency.
yeah,
That
guilty as charged.
so um my number 3, right?
Yeah.
I have not played
Are
this
you
one. I
okay
would
with this
like to.
pick because it's really more of a
This is a Euro.
do you feel it has theme or not? Because you are not are you familiar with this?
I am
You
not. I have
see,
not played. So I have not
okay,
played this
but
one. So
uh,
I cannot step on your toes because I need to play it at some point. I will. Most likely I will. Let's go to a number
to your number three, right?
3. My number 3 is a game that we've played on stream, and we played it without you, and I know you would want to play that game. It's a newer one, and I have, like I said, at the end of the review, I said the hype is real. And it's cool, man. It's a cool game, which I
Oh, Andromeda's Age.
Andromeda's Edge, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that line. It struck. It's good one, good one.
It
You
has
should make a T-shirt.
it has an expansion. Right now, I'm gonna try to get that one too to play it. But we should do a 3-player playthrough for you at some point. Because the game is fun. The game is a lot of fun. It has a great presence.
There's Flamecraft doing there.
And it's I don't think you need the deluxe version to really enjoy this game. It's easily deluxe viable. On the only thing which is it would be cooler to have all the standees or something, but I thoroughly enjoy it without those. And I think
Man, just looking
it
at
looks
that
so good.
image is intimidating as hell.
Well, it looks like it's intimidating, but it's a far simpler game than it looks. It's not that complex. You could easily handle it.
Wow. Endless fractal of iconography.
Yes, it is, but everything will come. You need to play it a few times to see how, because it's a game at its heart. It's a Euro game. Why? Because you need to go up on these tracks, and these tracks, these tracks will give you benefits, and you need to go combo going up on tracks with the benefits, with the way you place things on the map and the way you do the worker placement. The worker placement being sending your ships into space. Yeah. And you have some fighting there. Radu, it is a worker placement game. And it's a fine worker placement game. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun to play. And it feels epic in a way. It feels all those fights and all those things. It doesn't overstay its welcome. And I would call it, it has a Euro game heart, but it's also a hybrid one way or the other. Flames. Yes, Marcus. Quite
So the
quite a
theme
fun game.
is a space game.
It's a space game, yeah. You fight for supremacy in the space. And you do that
Wow.
by sending your ships to different planets, getting resources from those planets, and then coming home using those resources to make yourself bigger, better, and
So it's Game of
stronger.
Thrones in space.
Yes. What? It's what?
Game of Thrones
No,
in
it's
space.
not Game of Thrones because you don't
I know, I know, I know.
backstab someone for 7 hours.
Man. Okay.
So I think I would say that the most Game of Thrones Game of Thrones game is Food Chain Magnate. Let's go to number two, right? What's your number two?
So, uh, I mean, probably this is the heaviest. No, is it the heaviest one I have? Anyway, the theme is about mental health and how to cure your patients. I really enjoyed the theme
Oh,
about it, and it's a really involved game, but everything you do makes thematic sense by it's another worker placement game. Yay. Well, yeah, you're placing these ideas in such a way that you trigger actions, those actions, you get stuff, and you know, and, and that in at the end triggers your ink pot. Your ink pad moves in a clockwise fashion, which has an rondel, which triggers a column or a row, and all of that. So you need to have these beads in a very precise sequence in order for you to treat your patients that they ask for. Um, anyway,
yep.
so yeah, I mean, you have to think in a lot of directions in the same time because your actions are cascading into other actions. So you have to think where to place those ideas, how much it moves, what it triggers, and having what it takes to do them all. So probably, yeah, this is the Euro game, right?
Yeah, through and through.
Okay, but the theme behind it helps it sell, right? It sells the theme. It's nowhere near pasted on. The see-through grief cards are a nice addition that you don't see in other games. Um, so yeah, I
uh,
truly
so
enjoy this one.
it is it's not on my list. It's on my extended one. The only thing, so it needs, this game needs a few plays until it starts to click the theme. You start to click with the theme itself because you will be overwhelmed at the beginning of all the mechanisms that are built in there. But after you pass that threshold, you play at 3, 4. It's a game that you need to play more. If you, especially if you add the expansion, which I think it's, in my opinion, it's kind of I would not play without it. For me, it's a I would not play without it. Without especially if you get so many so you have a lot of mechanisms to understand how they all of these mechanisms work together, but after you do that you'll understand that everything is about curing those patients and everything that is about curing those patients.
And if you boil this down, it's one of the most involved race games out there because
Yeah,
everything's a race.
yeah.
You being the first to do something earns you reputation.
Yeah,
So,
also it's a balancing act. You might race for a thing, but then you realize, okay, I cannot race you for this one. Moving towards this, okay, I can do this one. So what do you do? What do you do? You
oh
look at
no,
the others.
I went and never even touched on the art. Thank you, Marcus. I should have said, yeah, look at the box. That's it. What are you waiting for? You don't need any other board game. You have everything distilled into one box.
Yep.
Um, A lot
Great.
to discover, a lot of paths to victory, and um,
Yeah, it's a great little game, isn't it? Um, yes. So that your number two.
yes.
My number two is an older title. I think it's 2014, 2013. Yeah, I don't have those cards. I don't have. I have the retail edition. I would want to go for those
I
cards.
have mixed feelings about those cars because they're so shiny. They just, might get you out of the immersion.
No,
And
they don't. They
uh,
don't, because I have had it in front of me for the nightmares, and they're cool.
yeah, I've seen them, but not. I would. Yeah, I don't know.
They don't. They
Not
don't.
all of them. Maybe used it sparingly. Ah,
So, my number two is a game that came out a while ago. Uh, sorry, it's a game that
another classic from
it's a little
Bowie.
bit of a classic. It's a game that it's designed. I think it's the most thematic Uwe, in my opinion, and it's the game where he put, I think, the
Fields
most
of Arms.
soul, the most love. Yes, it is Fields of Arla. Um, every so this game plays for a few years. Every year you'll play one round for in 2 seasons. The next round you'll play another season. You're going to develop your land. You're going to get things. Those things you can send away. You can get animals. You need to feed your people as you do. I think you need to feed them. Yeah.
Is this a
Uh,
two-player game
this is
only?
a 2 or 3 player game.
Okay.
What is OG? Oldies but goldies. Um, so it is. It's a game that every time that I play, I have this feeling that I'm in those fields. That I am smelling the cow poo, that I can see Uwe being a small child growing in those areas, um, and doing whatever it takes to be better. It's not the original. It's so different from Agricola. It's very different from Agricola. Agricola is a game where that will hit you. This one will not hit you. This is more of a you need to find your own path. This is you'll have you you'll need to build certain buildings that will give you points that will make your life easier. It's not a game that is as harsh as Agricola. It doesn't feel like that. It's more lightweight. It's more. I really like the way it looks. I like the cover. Um, so it's not done in the modern ways that people are used to these days. It's more of a classical look, but I like it,
No.
and it every time I
It's
play
Dennis
it,
Lohausen. It's your favorite
it's
artist.
Dennis Lohausen. Yes, it's made by Dennis Lohausen, and when you have it in front of you, it will create that feeling. Um, but yeah, it's very good. I would um I This is one of the games that made me fall in love with this hobby. That really made me feel cardboard can do miracles. Oh, worker placement. Exactly. So yeah, like I said, it made me fell in love with yeah, cardboard can create memories. Cardboard can create certain feelings when and we can have this communal experience together that um can create at a mental level, can access memories, can access sense, can access feelings, can access different things in ourselves, So, yep, great game, great game.
Well, if your goal is to be the best farmer, yeah.
It's not just that; it's the whole journey.
Okay.
Okay.
Really high up. It always has been
Yeah.
for this
It,
title for you.
yes, it always and it will always be high up because I don't know
Maybe
I don't think you ever played it.
in a previous life you were I don't know.
I'm from Romania. Most likely in a my line of
Ancestors?
my ancestors, yeah, are from the countryside, from the mountains. So yeah,
Yeah. We were peasants.
we were
Just say
peasants. Let's go to number ones. What is your number one?
so and
Is it an
this
overlap? Is finally
I
it's an
I I
overlap?
I doubt it.
Oh,
This game was never on your list
I
because
cry foul. You do not have Middle Earth quest on your
no,
list. No,
no, no, because I chose Hero of Dracula over it.
you you
Because
get
yeah, one against many. I knew you might have that one.
okay.
So this
Next
is
time we're not gonna
everything.
play it with you. Then we're playing it alone.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
excommunicated.
okay. So
Great.
what is your number one?
My number one.
It's a
This is
game.
everything I want in a board game. I This has so many memories for me. There's so much story to unravel, and they keep on making new
Card Casone.
legends for them.
Yeah.
I just cannot.
It it doesn't
I don't know.
matter. It
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter
My
if you didn't have Middle Earth Quest on your list. It doesn't matter what your number one is. King of Tokyo. Come on, say it and just
it's
finish with
King of
it.
Tokyo. Yeah, everyone wants to hear me say that.
So, what's your number one? Sorry.
No,
Oh, I know.
mean
I think I know what it is. It's Legends of Andor.
it is Legends of Andor, an cooperative experience that creates an epic adventure
It does.
that we can all share. Worker movement.
No, man, it's an adventure game. That worker
Well,
movement.
you move on the board from spot to spot anyway. And the fact that the game pushes you a puzzle in front of you, and this has both genres mixed. This is a true hybrid
Yeah,
where you have to be efficient on how to move, not to do too much of the merry thrashy things that Americans like, because you might trigger the end game without you completing your objective. So keeping in mind of like that, the one thing that kind of bugs me it was that you know the movement of the monsters in advance.
yeah. You can no.
So
It's they have a path. They're not really smart. They have a certain. They're
no, yeah, they
powerful.
follow these arrows, so you
Yeah.
can plan for their advancement.
Yes.
But the thing that makes it random is dice.
Yeah.
So you roll your dice. If you're joined in combat, you add up the value, and then the monster retaliates. And if you have more than monster, you defeat it, you get a prize. Hooray! You move forward with your adventure. And they're not, yeah, I think the 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 journey is better than the destination. I think it creates those moments where you
Yeah.
know you write the story just places you in a, a situation that you need to get out of, and the way and your decision how to do that is free to you. You can move on the map wherever you want. You can lose the game that way, but at least you're wandering around, so looking in the fog, drinking the water, in
And
um
if you really loved um child story. In Romanian, it's called fairy tales.
Fairy tales. Yeah.
When you're a child, I think this will take you back there.
Yeah.
It
You need to lower
is.
yourself to this standard. You need to
It's not a standard. No, I don't think you need
immerse
to lower
you.
it. You need to go. I think it's like I said. Why I think this hobby can create can create emotions. It takes you into a mental state where you'll write a story while you play it.
Yeah.
The
I
chime in with your number one in chat. Marcus, you skipped a copy for 10, but come on, man, £10 is change. I think it's don't skip a copy for £10. If you find it for £10, take it is free. It's free.
yeah, it's a you can play the campaign over and over again.
Yes,
It
the
has a way of randomizing the story by
yes.
shuffling cards, and you're not sure what story will unveil in front of you. I I can't sing this one praises enough. My favorite artist, illustrator in the industry today, and his design as well. This has me impressed beyond my uh, wildest
Yeah.
dreams, and I
Believe it or
always
not,
fall back on this title to remind myself why I enjoy this
it's a
hobby
great game.
in the first place.
And I would like some minis for this one.
Yeah.
My shame got its own closet.
Yeah, that's why I'm not getting out of here.
So my number one is a
What
game
is it?
is
A politics? Is it what?
what?
Give us a hint. Give us a hint.
It's a great game. Uh,
Great Western Trail.
it's a
El Paso.
it's a great game where, man, I love that game. That game makes me feel so into it when I'm playing it. It's a heavier game. It's a game that um can allow you to role play if you want to, because I already did it. And as Radu said, it's a political game. The game is called Hegemony.
Yeah.
Hegemony.
Is it a worker placement game?
No. No, no, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. It's a card. You play cards. It's a card. It's a hand management game. Mr. President. I love this game, man. This game is it's not that heavy. It's you need to understand the concepts, but I don't find it that heavy. If you understand a bit how economics works, it's pretty easy to to get it through. And
I remember it's highly asymmetric. Everyone has their own set of rules.
the rules exactly. Everyone has. This is the main thing. It's their own set of rules. It's I mean it's a lot. It's not. It's I won't say it's rules heavy. The manual for a for one faction is about 1 page, 1.5 pages, because it's more about the it's more the fact that you have to explain everyone what it needs to do. But this is what and then teaching the others. Yeah. Um, well, the first one. So two factions work more or less the same. So yeah, no, that's so one faction works in a way, another faction works in another way, and the third faction works. It's a middle ground between these two factions, and the fourth one is it borrows a bit from everyone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Socialism, capitalism,
yeah,
and
and but b it's you get into a new universe. It gives you a sensation that you are trying to vie for. You want to be. I want the social state, because if I'm playing the lower class, the scum, I want the social state. I want everything for free. But if you are a capitalist, if you are the scum capitalist, then you would want everything to cost. Um, um, what would that stream? Well,
unconscious mind.
we streamed it already.
We have
We have
two
streamed
of
it.
them.
We have the base and the. So this one is.
Forgot your idea.
Yeah, I forgot my idea. But all in all, I would say it's one of the best experiences I've had uh, as a board gamer since I have started being in the board game industry. There is a caveat if you want. I'm interested in politics. I'm interested in economics and how the world works and how money works. I hate money, but I'm interested into it. Not I don't hate. I hate I hate the way the world is built and how somehow U.S. managed to create this thing of money is the most important thing in the world, and everything is money right now. It's how much money you make. It's not what you're leaving behind. What legacy do you? Everything is money. This game it allows to talk about this, allows to create an atmosphere. It allows to see the world from different perspective, from the capitalist perspective, from a working class perspective, from the middle class perspective, which wants a state which is here and there, and from the state who will be the most involved or the less involved in what everybody else does. It's a great one, and I highly enjoy it. I'm not. I'm on Mars is very thematic, and I think it's great. I think all of Lacerda's are great, but I think one thing why I think on Mars is or with on Mars is hard to grasp the theme is you need to play it so many times to understand all the concepts, and then after that you'll start. You don't really play in a thematic way there. Or how should I put it? The theme is logical. Everything is logical. Everything that happens is logical. But you won't role play too much in On Mars if you do not you are not very close to that theme. Or in in Escape Plan, well, I want to, in a way you're in GTA or something. I want it allows you to get into a world and play more.
So, how do you role play in Hegemony? Because this is too real for my enjoyment. Politics for me is a snooze fest. Sorry for saying.
I don't know if you've seen my with that one with D, my playthrough with D, where I was the working class and I went on strike. Strike. I was striking. I was there. I was feeling it. I was feeling. I think she won that game.
With
And
all that strike,
yeah, with my strike, with everything, I think she won it.
you stroke out.
Exactly. Let's close the TVs. Oh, you
Yeah.
can,
So
and when you can see the state, so
yeah, I
uh,
think you need to. Those playthroughs were highly involved, and we had a blast. Yeah, these I think we have two very distinct lists, and what we appreciate and what we look forward and what we think theme is. Definitely different way of escaping our reality. I do want something more of a fantastical in nature, something that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
cannot be that draws me away from everything that tries to you know forget
Your reality.
my reality. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I like to
I
live in it, so one way or the other, and I do like all of these themes that and the hegemony also comes with a book, and so um,
yeah,
good
a
luck.
real book.
Good luck, V. I don't have Galactic Cruise, so I'm gonna. I didn't try because to get in contact with them. I tried through another source. Maybe I'd get some, but I have no contact with them, so I didn't try. But maybe I'll try it and let's see if they respond. If you have it, and yeah, maybe maybe I'll try it.
I do have an honorable mention that I would like to.
Oh, it's full of honorable mentions.
Yeah, I kind of tried to condense my list into things that I truly appreciate,
So
that makes
yeah,
me happy every
okay.
time.
Say three titles.
No,
Say
I
three
don't have
titles.
three titles. I have one title.
Oh, only one. Okay,
Yeah. I
okay.
mean, and this has to do more with its artwork than the game. And this is Scythe. And because they went the other way and they tried to create a game on the artwork. Uh, and the end result is it's pretty, I think, well received and beloved title that
We should. I
put
think.
Stonemaier on the map. So
Yes.
the
Yes.
artwork is something that is, you know,
Rather,
honorable mention.
you nailed it with today's list. V says today you have passed magna cum laude.
It
Uh,
only took 3 weeks to prepare this list, so thank you
so
for noticing.
I'll have
Yeah,
I have a lot on my list. Um, but
all of your Euro games, worker
well,
placement game.
think of Paleo, for example, which I think it's a great cooperative game that y- we had a lot of fun playing it. I think it's a
Oh yeah.
great co-op. Um, I had Freedom on the list, and because you said this or that, that's why I put Freedom there. That's another
Oh,
one.
okay.
I would go for Robinson Crusoe. This one I so wanted to put it in, but I just
I thought about
yeah.
it. I thought
Ugh.
about it.
I think a
That's so punishing.
it's
Even as a cooperative game. It's close to Ghost Stories, and that's another game. It's
oh, I
hard to
love ghost
beat.
stories. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
But
really good puzzle to try to
I,
survive
I
on the
think there
island. Everything there is just trying to kill you.
I think we could play it at some point.
We did mention King of Tokyo several times.
Four
I
losses
think
on Vulcan.
if
I
we
see.
if we get to 1,000, I can make Bogey play that game.
Which one?
King of Tokyo.
King of Tokyo. So
You've heard it here today. He
if
will
we
play King.
if we get to 1,000, I'll play it with you on Christmas.
Yeah, you're just
Before if I get to before Christmas, we get to 1,000. I'll play it, or if we get to I hopefully before Essen, if we manage to get to 1,000 before Essen, I'll play it with you on Christmas.
I will not forget. I will hold you to that, my friend.
uh, well, if it, I said it. Um, well,
Well,
all of
it's on
these,
it's on record, so
most of these, Robinson Crusoe, I think would be fun to play because it would be really cool to see what also Legends of Andor. We should do a Legends of Andor at some point. I
yeah.
think it
Well, we
would be a
should
very
do
fun stream.
the Journey to the North. I think it would be a different enough
Well,
stream that,
we can do one and then the other, and then if they like, maybe they can send the third and fourth one, which I think is coming out.
yeah,
The fourth
just put salt in Marcus's wounds for letting it slide.
for
He
ten
said,
pounds.
for 10, you would just
10 pounds.
that box is worth more than that. Anyway, I'm really
Okay.
hurt. I'm hurting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we will show it. We will show it to him, and then he will decide if it was a good skip or not at some point.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
So do you want to say something in the end?
Yeah, again, this is one of the definitive lists for me. I really enjoyed making this list. Again, these games have mentioned or were on other lists, but these cannot be overlooked. So, yeah, you have. Do we have 20 now?
Yeah,
Do
we have
you?
20. No,
We
no,
have 20 now.
no overlaps.
No crossovers.
Nope.
So yeah,
For me, it's not a definitive list. I wait for other games which are thematic to get into this list.
yeah.
So, are you saying your bye byes?
No. I would like to talk more about Legends of Andor, so it hurts more. Anyway, see you guys next time.
Next time.
Hopefully, we'll be meeting you in the chat. So thank you for sticking up with us, and see you next time.
As always, I want to thank all of you guys who came and watched live. I'll thank anyone who'll come and watch after the fact. If you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe. 1 second. D's not here. Hit that smash that hit that notification bell. Smash the subscribe button. Yeah, we need to get to 1,000 so I can play King of Tokyo. And so Radu can play King of Tokyo, not myself. But I'm willing to do it. And yeah, hopefully the Black Edition. I need training with the monkey, that's true. Yes, so yeah, as always, thank you very much. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon. If you like what you see and you think you have a few bucks to spare, it will help a lot with the paying for electricity. And yeah, until next time, what I have to say is play a lot, play loads, have fun. And until next time, bye bye, fine folks, wherever in the world you are. Smash it. I need training. Smash it. Smash it.